Welcome back to another episode of Ironhome, the only Ironsworn actual play that doesn't actually play Ironsworn. We are back with session... oh, I didn't write the notes of the last session. I just got right back into it, so we need to add session 2. That was the last session. And then we need to add today, which we'll be playing session 3. I was doing some other stuff and then I completely forgot. Okay, let's recap session 2 by writing a quick little recap here. We went through the sewers and encountered a priest. A weird priest. We got to the prison, fought the guards, did our thing, burned it down. Nyla. Oh, wait. We met the half giant who seemed to be on some kind of quest against evil. I don't know. Then Nyla got badly injured and we had to test our bond and swore to help her. We had a very sweet moment there. After that, the client was not happy and we had to finish the job in another way. And what else? Oh, we had a little flashback. We had a little flashback into Hana's past. Is she a child of destiny? A hero or villain? I never know how to write down. All right. So that was last session, which was wonderfully amazing as always. And so what did I do? I wrote a bit of things. So what Nyla wants to do with us is we need to help her win favor with a local lord. So basically, by competing in a local melee tourney in representation of Nyla, we will get audience with this lord. Then maybe the lord will ask something of us, and so forth and so on until we are able to. And let's make this also dangerous so that we do not get 0 XP again. So we don't play 3 sessions and get 0 XP. Not that I'm mad about it. I'm not mad about... I mean, it was some great storytelling. So, the XP is the friends we make along the way. Sorry. All right. And then for the client, I wrote that we will now intercept the traveling judge and dispose of him before he reaches the city of Frost? Bleak Frost. Yes, so we will leave the city, go out into the roads, into the wilds, and we will dispose of the judge before he gets to the city. That way, giving the client enough time for something. We don't know the specifics of it. We just know the job. And he very upset says, this is obviously a job for more your caliber of violence, kind of thing. To which Tana just goes, ugh. Yeah, whatever. And the final one says, well, see what the half-giant wants. We can leave that one for later. We're going to go with the traveling judge one for now. And what I'm going to do is, I've added a little bit of clocks there because I'm basically going to do the take a hiatus move. When you spend an extended time in a safe place while the threat is active, do any of the following. So basically, we're going to clear all the conditions. We're going to reset our values. And we're going to go back to 2. See, this is actually a move that I want. I kind of export this to Starforged. And instead of a threat, because I'm not a huge fan of the threats, I'm just going to put a 4-sided clock, which says basically, once this fills up, our time is kind of up. So I'm going to say that we're going to advance a threat, and I'm going to roll a D100 and see what happens. So should I roll one for each, or should I just roll one for both? I'm going to roll one for each. So let's go for Nyla first. That's a 96. Okay, so with that, I'm going to mark 2 ticks on the clock. You know, the time for the tourney is coming. It's now or never. You know, it's not now or never. If the clock fills up, it's now or never. But basically, I'm running out of time. I've taken some time to recover. I promised Nyla, yes, I'm gonna do this job, deal with the judge, and when I get back, I'm gonna help her with a tourney. Don't worry, you know. And now I'm gonna roll for the half giant. I get an 11. Oh, the threat readies its next step, or if you're in a position to prevent this development. I'm not really in a position to do anything about the half giant, so I'm just gonna mark 1 tick. Okay, so basically, something's up with the giant. Some forces are at work, but we don't know what. But the half giant is still waiting for us at the Red Moon Inn. Okay, wonderful. I love clocks. I love campaign clocks. All right. So, with that said, let's go ahead and make another delve site for our little journey. So let's go ahead and create a delve site. Let's close this other one. And which is this one? That's the old one. Okay, so let's get rid of that one. Badoom, badam, badim, badoom, bye-bye. And we're going to be traveling out in the wild. Okay. Yes, let's make it troublesome again. Don't want to take too long on this. And let's open the compendium. And wild. Is the road wild? Sure, why not? The road is wild. That makes the most sense to me. I'm looking at the others. And wild probably makes the most sense. And domain. I believe Tanglewood. Yes, we're going to the forest. It's obviously the forest road, but you know, it's one of the ones that isn't as well kept as the main road. So it's a little branch of a main road, so forth and so on. And that's basically where we're going. And actually, you know what? I'm going to make it... Yeah, let's make it troublesome. Let's leave it like that. All right. So let's change the music to... Let's see. Across the hinterlands. Nice peaceful music as we're traveling the wilds. As always, we are delving with edge. We have no reason to not move at a reasonable speed down this forest road. It's one of those roads that's it's well kept, but it is a forest road. It's right through the middle of the forest. You know, it's a really large, big forest that surrounds the southern part of the city, and yeah, that. So it's dangerous. It's a dangerous forest road. So let's go ahead and see what happens. A weak hit. Edge. Mark progress twice and reveal danger. Wow, we're going to get there really fast. All right, let's reveal danger. A discovery undermines or complicates your quest. Interesting. A discovery undermines or complicates your quest. What could this discovery be? Aid hope. Aid honor. I know exactly what it is. So we're marching down the forest road, right? We're just going and we're walking as we do, and we kind of like hear a noise, and at one of the bends in the roads we kind of like turn around and we see the half giant there. Very bare, minimum, like kind of like us, you know. He's not dressed in a lot of clothes. He's dressed like very simply. He's armed, a big sword at his back, and he's just walking. And Tana turns around and says, "What are you doing here?" And the half-giant walks up to us and says, "I feared you would not come to the Red Moon Inn, so I have come after you." And Tana goes, and the half-giant says, "You took payment." And Tana says, yes, I did. And I was gonna go to the Red Moon Inn, but I have things I need to do first. And the half-giant kind of like goes, "Very well, I shall accompany you." And Tana's like, You seem like a paladin of sorts, like some kind of righteous quest seeker. Am I right? And the half-giant goes, yes, you are quite correct. I am a paladin. And Tana goes, and you would be a paladin of... And let's make something up. I'm gonna take inspiration from 13th Age here and just go, I'm a paladin of the Golden Dragon. You know, let's just go with that. All right, so let's add a person here. People. And I think Tana's just gonna go and say, okay, what's your name? What can I call you? Paladin of the... Let's go ahead and roll a giant name. I am Baku. I like Baku. Let's go ahead and add page here. Baku. Paladin of the Golden Dragon. And he is a half giant. Simply dressed. And large two-handed sword. I see, says Tana. So listen. I'm on a job to kill some innocents. There's a bit of tension in the air. A half-giant. Baku. Baku, was it? I'm so bad with names, I just wrote it down. Baku looks at her and says, has this judge committed a felony? Like the prisoner you were executing? And Tana's like, no, I specifically said innocent. I mean, maybe he's a corrupt judge. Maybe he's a bad judge. Maybe he's a good judge. I am getting paid to kill people. Is that okay with you? And you see the half-giant kind of like pondering. Is there no way to convince you not to? And Tana says, no, that is the job. I need to get the job done. Okay, so I can continue with my life. And the half-giant's staring there. There are much greater things at work. I don't care about greater things at work. I have a job. There's a judge I need to kill. I am going to go kill a judge. Now, what are you going to do? The half-giant stands there thinking. I will accompany you. And Tana goes, okay, fine. I could use the company. Come on, let's go. And we have a new traveling companion, and I'm going to some point forge a bond with him. All right, so that's our little traveling companion. Let's roll a little feature for where we are in this forest. A little waterway, a little river on the side. I like that. We're crossing a little bit of a river. And let's go ahead and continue to delve the depths. The half-giant's very quiet. Seems very, very determined. Every now and then Tana tries to like... No, Tana does not strike conversation. She is not the super talkative type. It's not awkward. It's just a very silent walk. At some point they sit down to relax, to camp a little bit. Not maybe make a fire or anything, but just eat something. And it's just very quiet. And then Tana says, come on, let's go. And they continue. It's just very quiet. Week hit. Mark progress and reveal a danger. You face an environmental or architectural hazard. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll a feature just in case. Territorial markings, excellent. We see lots of little markings of trees. I'm going to say that the road that I'm gonna say that there's a bridge that crosses this part of the river in the forest. This is a classic. The river. The river of the forest is a classic, and it's overflowing. The rains of the season, somewhere, I'm gonna say spring, summer, have been very strong, and we can see that the bridge has kind of like snapped at the middle, and parts of it are like as the river is overflowing. And Tana just curses, says it's always a bridge. It's always a broken bridge somewhere. And I guess we're gonna have to try to ford this river, kind of like get through it. And yeah, let's go ahead and do that. As Tana, we kind of like look for a good spot to get in, and we wade in and try to make our way without being washed off down the river. This is gonna be with iron. It's a weak hit. Okay, so I'm gonna say that it's supply. Yeah, let's go with supply. Some of our stuff gets washed down when we make it to the other side. You know, it was very deep. It was very strong. We make it to the other side of the river, but stuff has washed away, and we're both there like very wet and a little bit tired. Well, at least Tana's a little bit tired, but she doesn't show it much, and neither does a half giant. He just seems to stare at Tana with a kind of like weird admiration, confused admiration, like he's expecting to see more, and he's not quite seeing it, but always expecting it. All right. So let's go and see if we locate our objective. Let's go ahead and roll. Bam. It's a strong hit. You locate your objective and the situation favors you. Choose one. I'm going to take +1 momentum. And we're going to mark progress on our quest to intercept the judge, the traveling judge, and dispose of him. Now, since there's a lot more quests to go, we're obviously not going to find the judge here. What we are going to find, and let's go ahead and change the music. I realized that I should probably turn off the music so it kind of like fades out and then pause, because otherwise it's probably weird. But, you know, it's all testing things and stuff. Let me know in the comments if any of this bothers you, or if the pausing and unpausing, you just always let me know in the comments. I might heed your advice. All right, so we get to this point, and what we find is a carriage tossed on its side, and one dead horse. Obviously, this carriage can take 2 horses, and one of them's dead. The other one seems to have run away, escaped somehow. Maybe taken, it's not cleared. But we can see there's blood, there's flies around the dead horse, and the carriage has fallen on its side. There's luggage spread out throughout the ground. There's lots of tracks. Lots of, clearly a scuffle happened here. Very classic fantasy. I love it. A knocked carriage by the side of the road. Oh, this brings me back to my youth. All right. Let's go ahead and make a gather information. We're going to try to find out what happened here. Can the half-giant help us? Do we get advantage? I laugh at my own jokes. That's the way I am. Okay, let's go ahead and see what happens here. Do we have nothing helps us here. It's a weak hit. The information complicates your quest and introduces a new danger. Envision what you discover and take +1 momentum. Okay, I'm not going to burn momentum for a gather information. Gather information misses are always great. So what I'm going to say is, Tana kneels down. She's looking around. Baku, was it? Baku his first instinct is to look for survivors, but very calmly, like he knows he's not going to find anyone here, but he opens the carriage anyway. He looks around. We see a dead human driver outside. Baku kind of like rolls him over with his sword. He's already taken out his sword. This is a dangerous situation. And yeah, no. Not gonna happen. He's very much dead. Baku makes a comment of that. You know, he just says, oh, no survivors here, it seems. And Tanas kneels down to the ground, looks at the footprints. And she says, goblins. Classic fantasy, you gotta love it. And the little footprints lead into the forest, into the depths of the forest itself. So, with that said, let's see. I'm trying to break down the quest. Let's go ahead and make another delve through the forest. Let's use the same delve. The same delve we had. We are going to clear it. Does this trash clear it? Let's find out. It clears it. Okay. And we're still in a wild tanglewood. And now we're going to delve deeper into it. Out of the path. Into the dangerous parts of the woods. So, let's go ahead and delve the depths. And yeah, we're still moving with edge. Tana's not scared of some goblins. It's a weak hit. Let's go ahead and change the music back to some forest music now that the gathering information scene has ended. All right, let's go with some Shivering Expanse. All right, we got a weak hit on Delve the Depths. Let's roll Edge, mark progress, and reveal a danger. You encounter a hostile denizen of the woods. Now, could this be a goblin scout, perhaps? Or are they maybe just some kind of creature? Let's go ahead and ask the Oracle. I'm going to say it's 50-50. Now, we're not that close to the goblins. Or maybe we are. I don't know. Let's go ahead and ask. Let's say 50-50. Is it... I'm going to fight goblins later, so let's not make it goblins. Let's go ahead and just create a monstrosity. And let's go ahead and roll some oracles. It's medium. It's person-sized. It's worm type. I don't think that fits a forest. Lizards. I've been fighting lizards. Spoilers for... Anyway. Let's see. Characteristics. No. No. Stop it with the extra limbs. Horns and tusks. Interesting. Maybe not a lizard. Yeah, let's go with a classic. Let's go with a boar. Let's go with a boar. Horns and tusks. We encounter a hostile denizen. We're making our way through this forest when all of a sudden we hear like an aggressive... I don't know what noise. Oinking. Snorkeling towards us as this big boar is like making a move to charge against us as we kind of just appeared in its territory. I'm just gonna say we can solve this with a very quick battle move, or maybe we can try to scare it away. I don't think we can scare it away, but we could definitely try. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's just... Tana and Baku just stand their ground. This is gonna be a heart. This is with courage. So we're just gonna stand there and we're gonna stare down this boar and see if its animal instincts activate and it just goes away. And keep it simple. It's a miss. We stare it down, but this boar is something's got it very angry. Maybe it's got its little boar babies nearby, and it just charges us. It charges straight for us. So I'm going to resolve this with a very simple battle move, and I'm going to roll with iron. There's no way around. I did not want to fight you, boar. I'm a good person. I just kill humans. It's a strong hit. Yeah, we take a... Baku kind of like gets ready his sword, but he's just watching. Actually, he doesn't even get ready his sword. He has faith in Tana, and he just stands there and watches. And as his board charges, Tana just quickly kind of like crouches down, dashes in, and with one swipe of her claw, shing, very like, you know, anime fight kind of thing. There's a little tusk goes flying in the air as the board collapses on the other side. A huge gash along its side, and it is down. And we can continue on our way. Tana stands up and cracks maybe her shoulder or something. And Baku says, very well fought. And Tana says, it's a boar. Like, very well fought. It's a boar. It's a glorified pig. And we continue on our way. So let's continue to delve the depths. I'm liking this little relationship between Tana and this half giant. I was very happy. Miss! We must reveal a danger. A denizen hunts. Very interesting. A denizen hunts. Okay. I think we're walking, you know, and at one moment Baku says, we are being followed. And Tana says, like, I know. There's something in those bushes over there. It's been prowling behind us for a while now. Just, keep your distance and keep your pace, and we'll be fine. I don't know, will we? Something is hunting us. A beast of some kind. And I'm gonna say... yeah, one spirit loss for that, as this creature is... no, you know what? No spirit loss. No. We're just being hunted by this creature, and that is the price we pay, and it will come to play later. We continue moving. Oh, come on! A miss with a match. I mean, I think I know what's gonna happen. You encounter hostile there. Okay, so whatever was hunting us, let's go ahead and roll some... yes, it's definitely a beast or mammal of some kind. It's a mountain lion, a really big one, and it goes to strike. It really does. Let's go ahead and put some Arctic attack music. Yes, even though it's a forest attack. But yes, we're basically just, this creature jumps out and immediately pounces on us. And we just rolled in the ground. We take 1 damage and immediately from it. And we kind of like, and we end up like separate, perhaps. I don't know. We're rolling in the middle of the ground. Let's enter the combat move. This is not going to be able to be solved with a simple battle. So this is going to be a dangerous foe, and we're going to call it a mountain lion. And we are going to go into battle with this mountain lion. I don't think it's worth going to rage with a mountain lion, but maybe. Let's see. We are ambushed. Oh, weak hit. I'm going to take the initiative. I'm actually going to take the initiative as we roll with this mountain lion, and we get separated, but Tana ends up on all fours, crouched, ready to strike, and she just jumps at the creature with her claws. And we're going to strike. Simple roll, no modifiers, no bonuses, nothing. It's just a strike. It's a weak hit. Okay, we inflict our damage. So we inflict 2 harm, and we lose the initiative. So what is this creature doing? It's probably striking back at us. So we go and we swipe it on its side, and now it's also like rah, jumping right on top of us. It lands on top of us, and it's like rah, just about to bite our face off. Baku, once more, is just watching. He is not helping at all. And Tana is like yelling like, do something, you idiot! And Baku just watches. Okay, so we are lost the initiative. We're not gonna rage. I'm going to try to take this thing off of me. So I'm going to face danger. We use our house rule. If it's a weak hit, we gain initiative back. And we're gonna try to take it off us with iron. Yes, it's a weak hit. It does manage to claw at our chest as we push this creature off of us. It rolls on the ground, and we will breathe fire upon it because that is the thing we do as we... And we're going to roll iron, add +1. No! Hey, what happened? Arctic attack is not looping. Edit sound. Loop. Update track. Play! Oh, behind the scenes for you Patreon fans. Alright, so we missed. The fire just... This mountain lion is very agile. It jumped to a side, and once again, it's going straight for us. It's going to claw at us, at our legs, and we're going to claw back. We are now clashing. It's a weak hit. So we inflict 2 harm, but we lose the initiative. Our foe has the initiative. We are now, it's jumping up on us. It's clawing, and let's go ahead and pay the price. I don't want to take any more harm. I've taken enough as is from this lion. The current situation is worse. The forest catches fire. No. Let's get another one. It is harmful. No. It forces you to act against your best intentions. Okay, so I'm dealing with this line. I'm going to try to get Baku to help us. You know, Tana's normally... She's not trying to rage against this thing, you know? She knows the effects of rage has on her. She knows it exhausts her mentally. So she's just gonna yell out with... Like, try to convince Baku to come and help. And she's dealing chink with this mountain lion, this really big mountain lion that's jumping and it's clawing and slashing. And she's like, like, get this thing off me and I'll help on your stupid quest, she yells. And that's gonna be with heart. It's a strong hit. Yeah, we regain control. So Baku nods, takes out his two-handed sword, and let's just go ahead and finish this fight and see what happens. So we're gonna roll here. And it's a strong hit. Yeah, we're like dealing with this mountain lion. Baku just takes out his sword and just cuts this mountain lion from behind. It just falls on the ground, bleeding out. And Tana just kind of falls back, and Baku extends a hand to... And as she's down there, he says, you have sworn your word. And Tana says, yeah, and grabs the hand and gets up. So yes, we have now sworn a word to help Baku on this quest. I really like this relationship. If this was like a normal guided game, I imagine Baku would be like the GM piece, the GM NPC that the players all hate. You know, like normally it's like, oh, it's so powerful, but I think in this case, not so much, because he hasn't been doing anything. Like, we have to beg him to help so that he helps us. I like that. I like that. That was nice. All right. So, having dealt with this mountain lion, and Tana's obviously a bit, you know, about having had to ask for help. But, I'm gonna say that, yeah, we can continue on our way. Actually, first, let's go ahead and try to heal. I don't think that's the greatest thing we can do, but we can try. We can take a little moment to patch up. I don't think that's the kind of thing Tana would do. Let's just keep going. Tana does not heal in the middle of a mission. Let's go ahead and once more try to delve the depths. We have not been doing well. Hopefully, things start looking up for us. Oh, come on! You know what? I'm going to burn momentum. I've just noticed now that the Delve the Depths option does not give the option to burn momentum. I wonder if I could have burned it earlier. Oh, well. Let's burn momentum. Let's go back down to 2. And I'm going to make this a weak hit and just roll on this table. And mark progress and reveal a danger. Okay, yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with revealing a danger if I mark progress. A discovery undermines or complicates your quest. Okay, what discovery undermines or complicates our quest? Interesting. I think we find one of the guards from this caravan. Now, he escaped. We just find him injured. You can see he's got a couple of goblin bolts. He's still alive. He might die. Maybe he escaped from the cave. Maybe he was chasing after. But what do we do? This sounds more like an opportunity than a discovery that complicates our quest. But I guess the complication here would be is that let's say that we discover this guy, and at the same time, we hear voices of goblins, like pointing out, and we can see these little goblins with like little short bows, and they're very pointy and poisonous arrows, perhaps, and they're just crawling through the woods. So if we stay here to save this person and try to get information or some kind of advantage, we're going to have to hide, which we're terrible at. If not, we might have to battle them. So I'm going to say that we're going to try hide here. We're going to try to stay very hidden and hopefully not get caught. Now, I don't think our urchin background will help us here by getting secure, by passing by unaware. Yeah, no. That's more of a city thing. So let's go ahead and face danger with Shadow, and hopefully we get a strong hit. I don't see that happening. Oh, come on! Come on! Double 8s again! A miss with a match. You fail, or your progress is undermined by a dramatic and costly turn of events. I need to keep fidget toys away from me. I was just clickety-click-click-click with that thing. I apologize if in this or the previous episode there was a clickety-click sound, because I had my fidget toy there. Wow! A miss with a match. Okay, I think the most obvious thing happens, but it's even worse than the most obvious things. As we're like hiding there, you know, and Baku is crouched behind us, and we're paying so much attention to the goblins that we don't realize that this human in front of us wakes up, and he just says, "Back, beast!" and he just slashes us across the chest with a dagger. We take 1 health. I'm going to try to resist that because we've lost a lot of harm so far. So let's try to endure that. It's a weak hit. We just press on. Nothing happens at all. Okay, so yeah. So as he says, "Back, beast," and he slashes us across the chest, we obviously draw the attention of the whole band of goblins, and arrows start flying. I'm just gonna say we run. I don't think there's much point in staying here and fighting these people. If we run towards the cave, I'm guessing, I just imagined in my head there's a goblin cave somewhere here nearby. I'm just gonna say we just run away from them and continue our path. I don't think it's a miss with a match. Maybe we can't run. A battle might make more sense. I just finished a battle. I don't know if I want to do another one. Screw it. We're gonna fight the goblins. You know why? Because Tana's angry, and when Tana gets angry, we fight. This is gonna be a formidable fight. I'm gonna say, no, let's make it troublesome. Let's make it troublesome. There's not that many goblins. There's maybe 3 or 4. So, goblins. Normally, goblins would be troublesome, but a group of them makes it dangerous. And let's go ahead and put some music. The brutal battle. Arrows start flying at us as Tana just rushes into a rage. And as she gets into a rage, she just slashes the human across the face and throat in just a furious strike. She's pissed off. She's pissed off. Okay, so let's go ahead and enter combat. This game's about fighting. It's classic fantasy. Rawr! And we have been ambushed. Have we been ambushed? Yes, yeah, I think we've been ambushed. It's a miss with a... Combat begins with you at a disadvantage. Pay the price. Your foe has the initiative. What is up with a miss with a match? With the last... I just keep getting misses with matches. That's a nut. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You're gonna see as you watch the show, and the other one, it's just All right, let's pay the price. It causes a delay or puts you at a disadvantage. That miss with a match. Miss with a match. Miss with a match. Something of value is lost or destroyed. That's interesting. Miss with a match. Okay, so what happens is that as Tana rages, she's like, she looks around as the arrows are flying, and Baku is momentarily gone. Like, we can't see him. It's like, what? Where did he go? And that's it. That's I'm gonna say that's the miss with the match. You know, and that disconcerts us a little bit, and we are not in a position to. We're out of initiative. So arrows are flying at us. We are going to charge. We're going to face danger with edge to charge towards one of the nearby goblins in the woods. Goblins in woods. Classic fantasy. Gotta love it. And we're going to edge. And it's a miss. It's a miss. You fail. Your progress undermined by dramatic or costly turn of events. I'm going to say that arrows fly at us. Yeah. And we take 1 damage. And once again, we're going to try to endure the harm. And it's a +1 because we're raging. And hopefully this goes well. Because if not, we're in trouble. It's a miss! Come on! I am getting really bad rolls. You're not... Okay, so yeah, that's it. It's bad. We're getting hit by arrows. I'm going to say that, yeah, we managed to get there, but that happens. We do get hit by arrows in the way. Let's go ahead and clash while we're in front of this goblin. And we add +1 because of our rage. And we're going to roll with iron. And it's a strong hit. Excellent. I'm going to say that we're already dealing 1, 2 harm plus 3 harm. And I'm going to say, yeah, let's deal +1 harm because I want to finish this combat as quickly as I can. And I'm going to roll to end the fight. This was a 1-strike fight. I'm going to say that Tana is angry. She just rushes into the fight. Strikes one of the goblins. It goes flying in the air as it's cut by Tana's claws. She rushes to the one on the side. Strikes the other one. There's one left. She dashes in to finish it off. She is pissed. She does not like it when things do not go her way and complications happen. She would not like to play Ironsworn. Let's roll and see what happens. It's a weak hit. Okay, so we finish off the goblins, but it's worse than we thought. Why is it worse than we thought? You are overcome. Your victory is short-lived. A new danger of foes appears. You suffer collateral damage. You will pay for it. Let's go with you are marked for vengeance. Others won't forget. Yeah, the goblins will not forget this. Maybe not necessarily this, but I think... yeah, let's just go with that. I don't want to lose more tracks. Let's just say that the goblins... this is pissing off the goblins, you know? They are not happy with me going around killing them. I'm going to say that... I'm going to say this is what happens. One of the goblins runs away. One of them manages to run away, and is probably headed to the cave to warn the others. And as Tana calms down... she looks around. And I'm going to say that Baku, for the moment... is nowhere to be seen. Has something happened to him? Did he leave? Did he... It's unclear. He just mysteriously vanished. And... yeah. Very strange. And that's where we're going to leave the session for today. Let's go ahead and see if we roll on an oracle. We've made some progress towards this quest. A lot of fights in this session. And let's go ahead and see what happens. Flashback reveals an aspect of another character, place, or faction. Oh. Let's see what we got. So, let's pause the music a little bit. Right. So, we are in a very faraway land. It's a very hot place, I'm gonna say. Nowhere near where Bleak Frost is. And we see a sort of gladiators arena, all very, very makeshift, you know, lots of poles, tents to cover up away from the heat and everything. And we see this figure, very hooded figure, and it moves through the rowdy folk of the crowd and everything, and it moves up to the edge, and in the middle of the arena we can hear the sounds of fighting and grunting, and lots of dead people are lying around the arena. Not lots, I'm gonna say maybe 4 or 5, and we can see there's just 2 combatants left, and one of them we can see is Baku. He's covered in blood, and he's like, rah! And he's just fighting, ching, and easily defeating his other remaining opponent. The crowd goes wild as Baku just breathes hard. Not much showmanship in him. He just stares vacantly at the crowd, drops the axe, and begins to walk towards perhaps his cell. It's clearly some kind of illegal slave gladiator arena of some kind. Maybe not illegal. It's just a slave gladiator arena. And as Baku goes back to his usual cell, we see from his perspective he's just sitting there, this shadowy figure, it's not shadowy, just hooded figure, approach the cell. Chunk, it opens. One of the guards, perhaps an orc, says, "All right, Baku, you're leaving today." You know. And Baku looks up, and this one here has bought you. And you see the figure walk towards Baku. Baku's still sitting down, vacant expression in his face. And the figure says, "You are destined for much greater things. You are now free, Baku. But if you choose to follow me, I will teach you the ways of the golden dragon. And you can fulfill your destiny in this world. And the figure just turns around and walks away. And Baku stands up and walks with it. Yeah, let's go with that. Lots of destinies happening here. Who is this shadowy figure? What is this? Let's go ahead and add it here. The golden dragon faith. Golden dragon. Church of the Golden Dragon. And we'll put here mysterious hooded figure in Baku's past and in parentheses and in Anna's past? It's unknown. So many questions. Will we have answers? All right, so that's it for this session. I hope you had fun. I had lots of fun as always, and I will see you in the next episode. So don't forget to like, subscribe, tell all your friends, and that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.